And when you do a lot of group riding, it's important to have group riding tactics. Make sure that you have enough mojo in your legs. Can we stop off for ice cream? No, Grace, you're a dog. Morning, Trainiacs. I don't know if you can see that. 90 seconds ago, I was putting on my cycling clothes to ride into work. That ain't happening now. So you know, we had a great ride this morning. Everything was good. Beautiful weather out. Nobody had sleeves on. Best morning ride weather of the year. And then, all of a sudden, Noah's Ark starts floating by after I get out of the shower. Not impressed, weather. I'm not impressed. And I was gonna take this chariot into the office to show you some biking tactics, because even though we're triathletes and we're out on the road typically by ourselves in a race, as I've said, the more you can bike, the better you're going to be. Like, duh, Taren, yeah, of course. Getting faster on a bike is straight up time in the saddle. Stop thundering out there. And the more things you can do that keep you biking, the better. Personally, I find that things like commuting and riding in a group keep me cycling a lot more than the prospects of just going out by myself and putting in solo miles. And when you do a lot of group riding, it's important to have group riding tactics, because you might not be the most talented group rider out there, but with some good riding tactics, you can punch way above your weight and be as fast as some of the fastest riders out there. But it takes a fair bit of strategy, which I'm gonna tell you about. A lot of the strategy involves drafting and dynamics with how much you're out in the front breaking the wind. And I'm not talking about poop mug breaking the wind. If you are out and you're coming up to the front, you wanna go as long as you can go, but still saving yourself for pulling off to the side and start rolling your way back. The thing about it is that that time that you're rolling back is still a time that you're still pushing really hard. And why you're doing that is because if you start decelerating too fast, it's an enigma wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in a slice of bacon. So if you start decelerating too fast and the group's coming up in behind you, you're gonna have a heck of a time pulling around and getting on the wheel. What you want to do is still keep going fairly fast, just gradually pulling back as the last rider is coming up alongside of you. As they're in that last, say, foot of passing your wheel, you stand up and give a few hard This is where it gets really good. Is if you time it right, you can get in a group that is way faster than you. And if you just keep taking a short enough pull at the front, is what it's called, that you've still got enough energy to drop back slowly, not drop back like poof, and then give yourself a couple hard pedal strokes to get on that very last wheel, you can ride with riders that are way faster than you. And that's what happens in my case. I'm riding with pure cyclists that are some of the strongest riders in the province, but because I've got some good group dynamics, that I don't take a massively long pull at the front, and I know that as I'm dropping back, I can't just drop back at a dead stop pace. I've got to drop back in an easy fashion, and then I've got enough left in me to give a few hard pedal strokes and get on that last wheel. Typically, as long as I'm not totally shattered, I can ride with some of the best riders in the province for the entire morning ride. And trust me when I say this, folks, road riding with a group is way more fun than solo triathlon miles. And then all of a sudden, it's like a triathlon hack. You incorporate your socializing and your friendships with your training. Two birds with one stone. You know what, I'm gonna get to the office and I'm gonna take just a couple seconds. I'll draw it out in case this sunroom explanation wasn't the clearest, okay? Gotta try to get there without getting soaked. Alright, Trainiacs, I ain't gonna beat you over the head with it. Just a really quick arts and crafts time. So let's say that you and your pals are riding along here. This person out here is catching the wind and they're making it easier for everyone in behind them. When you get to the front, you only wanna stay as long as you can while still having enough energy to not drop back so quickly that you're like, whoo, just slightly, have everyone slowly pull forward on you, kind of get to around this point, get up, step on the pedals, do a couple really hard pedal strokes so you're going almost the same speed as this last person, and then just come in behind their wheel. Make sure that you have enough mojo in your legs to get back onto the end. And sure, that might mean that a few people up here are faster than you and they're taking longer turns at the front. They will appreciate that you have done the work, even if it's just a few seconds, to be at the front, because a group is faster with a larger amount of people in it. So even though you're taking less time at the front, it's still gonna speed up the entire group by having you in there as an additional rider. So there you go, Trainiacs. I told you that would be a very quick arts and crafts time, but if you start getting into group riding, understanding the dynamics of how to ride effectively in a group, you are gonna be such a better rider for it. And that being a better rider is gonna make you want to ride more, and then you're gonna be able to train more, you're gonna wanna train more, you're gonna get faster. Consistency and motivation. And look who came to work today. Pete! He's on break. He's union, so he doesn't get up when he's on break. How about Grace? Are you working? There we go. Tough day at the office. So fun story about old Taren versus new Taren is that old Taren went to work, career in finance, he wore a suit every day. It was easy to say what I did. I'm an investment advisor. I sell stocks, bonds, mutual funds, life insurance, financial plans, all that stuff. Now, say I'm in social media, and people say, what's that? Well, I'm kind of on YouTube. And I say, well, you make money off of that? I'm like, well. So I've resorted to telling people a BS answer, which is I try to make cat videos go viral. And then it kind of stops the conversation because it explains it enough and they think, this guy's crazy and he's gonna be unemployed. But it's not entirely untrue because look at this. We're gonna get you a Pete's eye view. Haven't you always wanted to know what a dog's eye view is like? And yes, I actually am gonna make money off of dog videos going viral. You guys better watch that entire skippable ad at the start of the video. I gotta make my 1/10 of a cent. Hard day at the office, Pete, right? You must be bushed. Sometimes it's hard to unwind after a tough day at work, so. Dad, I just can't take being stuck in traffic like this. I'm a sprinter. I need to go. Why are we driving when we could easily be running or swimming our way there? I know, Pete. I know. And Dad, what's with construction all the time? It just makes me shake my head and say, nah-uh. Hey, Dad, Gracie back here. Can we stop at the dog park? No, Grace. Can we stop off for ice cream? No, Grace. You're a dog. Can we stop off for bones? Okay, more appropriate, but you have lots of bones at home. Can we stop off to see my friends? You spent all day at the office greeting people. Can we stop off for food? I'm hungry. You're always hungry. Can we stop off at the dog park? You've already asked me that. Can we stop off to get my hair done? You're a lab, Grace. Aw, you're the worst dad, Dad. I know you think that. Look left, look right. Go. And thus concludes an afternoon in the life of Gracie and Petey. So now, believe it or not, Trainiacs, we have actually charged clients for doing what we just showed you. Not talent fees for the dogs, but stuck my dogs in their videos about their company. And from a guy who was suffocating alive in a suit, pitching stocks and bonds, the world of social media is a great place. That said, the lesson of today: start a YouTube channel, start a podcast, start a blog, go on Instagram, go on Twitter, do whatever. If you ain't happy, you can fix it. Now to go make a PD video go viral.